Hey y'all, hey. So it's 12 midnight. Just home from my trip to Virginia for a conference. I flew home American Airlines. And I had my first encounter with a Karen. I am trying to process the situation. I cried for the first 40 minutes of the flight. American Airlines are horrible. I will never fly them again. So let me explain to you guys what happened. So I had to catch a connecting flight. Flew out of Virginia, connected in. When I arrived in Charlotte, of course, we only had like 20 minutes to get to our planes. So I'm like rushing through the airport, walking and running as fast as I can. I literally get to the door of my connecting flight like as they're closing it. Earlier today, I had upgraded my seat to this row, like literally behind first class. So I was kind of excited about that. So I get on the plane and I go to get in my seat, and there's two ladies sitting, and I was in the middle seat, but these were bigger size seats. And when I walk up, the white lady looks at me and she kind of like gives me this look, and she goes to get up, and I go, "Oh, are these overhead bins full already?" And she goes, "Well, you could just put it under the seat." And it was just the way she said it, y'all. And so I kind of looked at her and said, "No, I want to put my stuff in the overhead bin." So I opened the bin and I put my stuff up there. And so she gets up, like puffily. And so, of course, I'm out of breath. I just got finished running. I'm like tired already. I've been moving all day, and I go to get in the seat and I'm trying to adjust myself. And as I'm adjusting myself, she goes, "Well, there's other seats on the plane that are open." So I look at her and go, "Okay, well, you can move if you want to." She said, "Well, no, I'm just saying there's other seats." I said, "Ma'am, why are you saying this to me? I purchased this seat. I'm going to sit right here. If you don't want to sit here, you can move." "Oh, I'm just saying, you look sort of uncomfortable." I said, "Ma'am, I'm not uncomfortable. You seem to be uncomfortable." Now, at this point, I'm getting aggravated and I've raised my voice. And I say to her, "Please just don't talk to me anymore. Leave me alone. If you want to move, please move." Now, of course, the situation is escalating. People are looking. And finally, one of the stewardess comes over and says, "Hello, hey, is there a problem?" I said, "Well, I don't know. Ask her. It must be a problem. I'm trying to sit down and she's telling me about other seats that are open on the plane. I don't understand why she's saying this to me, telling me she thinks I'm uncomfortable. No, she's uncomfortable." So they ask her, does she want to move? And she goes, yes. So they move her. And so, I'm flustered. So I call my daughter because I need to talk to somebody so that I don't keep reacting on this plane. So I'm talking to my daughter, and one of the other stewardess, who were white, goes to the other stewardess, I guess the black one, who then comes to me and says, very quietly and very respectful, I appreciate her, my sister, listen, please, let's get off the phone and don't talk about it no more, because don't give them a reason to kick you off this plane. And she says, "Don't worry about it." Says to me, free drinks on me. So I'm kind of just like, okay. And I get off the phone with my daughter and I'm sitting there. And so now the people behind me are like talking or whatever, And then all of a sudden, another stewardess comes on the plane and calls the lady's name and says, "Would you like to move into first class?" And she's like, "Oh, yes, of course." I'm thinking, y'all rewarding her for bad behavior? Are you serious? But I just got threatened to almost get put off the plane. Like, I don't understand this. And when she goes to stand up, of course, her little cheering squad goes, "Oh, we're so happy for her. We're so glad that they're giving her first class." I didn't do anything, but I'm being punished. She's being rewarded. It's just the microaggressions for me. The lady made me feel so fat. I have lost 70 pounds. I worked really hard. And that lady just my confidence down to this big. And I cried. I cried because I was so angry. I cried because I could not react the way I wanted to react, really. And she got rewarded for bad behavior. There was so many things that went in that situation. It was racial. It was fat phobia. It was just everything. I was so embarrassed because I did react. I was so embarrassed because she just made me, oh God, I don't know, guys. This is just like, oh, I hate American Airlines. And I just feel horrible. Just everything I work for almost just went out the window because I feel like I'm still fat and people are still going to react this way. I worked so hard to get where I am now, my weight loss journey, to allow, and I'm going to say allow, someone to make me feel this way. And then for them to be rewarded. It's just the privilege. And this has never happened to me before, so I'm trying to process the situation. And I'm talking to you guys because I just need to talk about it. And it's so late at night, no one's woke. But, yeah, that's what my day has ended like.